As of right now, we are in the last couple of weeks of filming for Star Wars Episode 9 by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one character that a lot of people are really very much mystified about when it comes to the sequel trilogy has all to do with the character of Supreme Leader Snoke. I think it's pretty safe to say that when we look at both the Skywalker saga and the sequel trilogy itself in general, that one of the most mysterious characters has got to be this character. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the character of Snoke and Kylo Ren and a secret power that Snoke actually came across. Specifically, a description of Kylo Ren inside the remnants of an abandoned First Order base in the Outer Rim. It's described that Kylo Ren stumbles upon a device that belonged to Snoke, containing a map into the unknown regions. It's described that it leads to a location that holds many secrets of the Jedi and Sith, and holds a great secret power. It's described that Snoke was after this power that would open new abilities to the dark side, to explore elements of the past and the future. However, it's described that Snoke knew this was dangerous. It's described to be an abandoned city underneath a now lifeless world. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about this as to why I believe that this has got to be the Lost City in Star Wars Episode 9, one of the main sequences in this movie that involves both Rey and, of course, other characters as well. So I don't know if you guys knew about this, but the Lost City is an original concept that was supposed to be in Episode 7 that never made it to the final cut that is now going to be a part of Episode 9. So this great secret power that Snoke was after and was discovered by Kylo Ren in, of course, an abandoned First Order base, discovering this device that projects a map to this location of this world in the unknown regions. Like I say, I highly do believe that this is indeed going to be the planet and location of the Lost City, a place that actually Rey goes to. And what I find the most interesting part about this is that the whole entire, concept of going through different elements of the past and the future in order to learn more about the Jedi and Sith and exactly, what lies ahead in the future. So we do know that Rey is actually going to the Lost City in this movie with R2-D2, where she's going to be coming across different Jedi and Sith lore. So if you really do look at everything here, everything really is starting to match up when it comes to, the characters of Rey, Kylo Ren, Snoke's discoveries, etc., how they all want to really interconnect it all in Episode 9. So this new power that Snoke actually came across, he actually saw it as being very dangerous. Now this also pretty much, was hinted at in the Last Jedi novelization. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there were hints, little breadcrumbs here and there within the Last Jedi novelization suggesting that Snoke knew a power of something very similar like this, where you could explore different aspects of the past and the future. However, Snoke knew this was dangerous. So Kylo Ren discovering the map into the unknown regions, specifically this planet that is considered to be lifeless without any kind of, living creatures or humans on that planet, and is indeed the location of a sacred place that actually holds secrets to the dark side of the Force underneath the surface of this planet. Now, we also know that the Lost City not only holds, Sith lore, but also Jedi lore. So I believe what's going to happen here, the fact that Kylo Ren comes across this map, is that he's actually going to travel to this location and cross paths with Rey. Could this very well be the desert world that we have been hearing about for so very long now? Or is that going to be the planet Tatooine, Jedha, or maybe even Jakku once again? So the character of Snoke, we do know that they will be exploring new revelations of him come this November of 2019 during the Age of Resistance comic line, in which Snoke is going to get a whole entire issue dedicated to himself, in which we're going to learn a whole lot more about his powers, his backstory, and maybe even his, of course, previous apprentice before Kylo Ren. Should be very interesting for sure. So when we look at Episode 9, the thing about JJ that I really am getting hyped up about right now is how he wants to explore the past of some of the main characters like Luke, Snoke, Kylo, and Rey, their discoveries and what they are actually going through during the events and before the events of the sequel trilogy. And I think that's what's going to make this movie so fascinating. I'm starting to wonder on whether or not this movie is going to have a Godfather Part 2 format, or if the flashbacks will pretty much be explored in different snippets here and there. Now, when we look at the character of Snoke, we do know that he's a very important figure in the galaxy. You know, we're not quite sure exactly how he rose to power, or exactly, by specifics, how he was able to turn Kylo Ren to the dark side of the Force and get inside Kylo's head. You know, there's a lot more to be told, and I think that, you know, once Episode 9 drops, and we learn a little bit more about Snoke here and there, in the future, by the time 2020 arrives, we're probably going to get more books related to Supreme Leader Snoke that will actually allow us to learn more and more about this character. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.